Steve Martin, whom I always thought was funny, once said in a routine, "I used to be a cheerleader, but I had to quit because the other cheerleaders were so jealous because I would come up with all these great cheers like, 'Die, you gravy-sucking pigs.'" It matters, I suppose, doesn't it, how we say things. In today's gospel, we just heard that the folks quarreled among themselves. I wonder what that sounded like, that quarreling. I hope it did not sound like what has been named the healthcare debate, because so much of that is nothing like debate at all. It's become so rancorous, and dialogue has been replaced in many instances with name-calling, shouting each other down, demonizing the opposition, and other ugly attacks. And all of that is far from Jesus, because it matters indeed how we say things. You and I have been given an incredible power, the power of speech. And through speech, we can console, we can heal, we can dialogue, we can encourage, we can forgive, we can challenge, we can bring hope. As we hear in our second reading today, we are to be filled with the Spirit, addressing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, giving thanks always and for everything. Our power to speak is a power to build up, maybe, it is a power to tear down if we are not careful. It is so easy to yell and attack and blame and call names. And anyone who argues that the end justifies the means has completely ignored the teachings of Jesus on peacemaking. That is far from his way. Now, of course, people will disagree. Of course. But what and how do we do that? At Assumption, you know that our third of 8 commitments is, I will bring my concerns to the correct person and in a respectful way. To do that helps assure that when people come here, they will find Jesus. To do anything other than that assures that when people come here, they will find the one who is not Jesus. The stakes are high. I must use my precious power, the gift of speech, as Jesus would have me use it. And in just a moment, you and I will take communion, and then we will place into our mouths his flesh for the life of the world. His flesh for the life of the world into our very mouths. And of course then, from our very mouths is meant to come his love. And what a shame should we take that kind of incredible love into our mouths and then let come from our mouths vile, ugly attacks and hatred. It's been hard for me to listen to the news these days. I just want to turn it off because of all the ugliness. But it strikes me that whenever I hear that kind of speech, it's to be a reminder to myself that regardless of how others around me might be choosing to do that, I'm responsible for how I speak. And I am to choose again to speak with integrity, with love, to hold my truth, but to hold it in a way that is also open to hear, to speak as Jesus did and as he would have me. I laughed when I heard Steve Martin's cheer, "Die, you gravy-sucking pigs." I laughed because I knew he meant it to be funny. But whether I use my mouth to build up or to tear down is no laughing matter at all. Hello, buddy. Well, how are you? Oh, I'm great. You're great? Oh, glad to hear it. Well, Big Al, I've got something to show you. Cool. Water, yeah. What's water for, Big Al? Oh, drink it, yeah. You can drink water and it gives us life. What else? Play, yeah. You can go swimming in it and have fun, yeah. What's something that, anything else you can think of? What's something your mom makes you do every Saturday? Bath, yeah, you gotta take a bath too, yeah. Now see, water is so great. You drink it, it gives you life. You wash in it and get clean. You play in it and have fun. But some people could use water for what's wrong. What? I mean, some people could take water and just throw it at somebody. Yike. Hurt? Yeah, it would hurt. Now, in the winter, what does water turn into sometimes? Snow. Yeah, it's beautiful. But some people make snowballs and have fun, and some make snowballs just to hurt. I remember when I was a kid once, somebody pushed my face into the snow and held it down there, and I couldn't breathe, and I was really scared and sad. I mean, yeah, it's not nice. You see, we humans can take something so good, like water, and use it for bad. We could take something so good as our speech and use that for bad too. Adults do it, you're right. Yeah, this is not just a message for kids, and I don't care what political party you're from. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care anything, Big Al. Jesus asks us to use that gift of speech for good. Like water. Like water. Can I have some? Boys and girls, while Big Al has his little drink, bye. I remind us that God gives us many good things, but we have to make sure we use them for good, like our mouths. You can use your mouth to bring love and hope and comfort, to bring Jesus. Or you could use your mouth to hurt others. Listen carefully to what you sound like, and maybe especially when you disagree.